Likutei Moharan Lamed, Mesha de Sakina. A garden of knives, blades. So, we have established that a great Rebbe, very great Rebbe, can constrict and summarize and compress a great seichel of asagas alakos, of divine comprehensions, and to embed that seichel in a lower seichel, seichel tachton. And this is the thing that makes it possible for for people that are very small, like us, can get it and understand it. And we explained and we learned that lower seichel has the union of salavi, gula, of black, around hair, black hair, that the blackness is the thing that shrinks, that constricts and shrinks the beauteous things against it. Now in Siman Dalet, the Rebbe is going to explain how a person comes to Sechel Tachton. And he says, Ve'lova Sechel Tachton hazeh. I mean, even the Sechel Tachton is something that you have to be able to get. The only way that you can come to a Sechel Tachton that is ready and capable to contain, to grasp the Sechel Elyon, this is not possible, except when somebody hates money. It's a sheisna mom betachlis asina, that he should hate money, like totally, completely. Kisara ukma, the black hair, shubchinas asechel atachton, which comprises the lower sechel, umisitra de malchus, it comes from the side of the spheres of malchus. V'chen soine betza, the one who hates money, umisitra de malchus, is also from the side of malchus, from spheres of malchus. The Tikkun Hazeh says that. In other words, somebody who manages to arrive at the level of soine mammon, who hates money, he is zoichet to spheres malchus b'kedusha. V'nimtza shezoiche le'asig es ha'sechel ha'tachton, and thusly a person is zoiche, is meritorious to get the lower sechel, in which the upper sechel was embedded. Because the sechel atachton, ki sechel atachton, that lower sechel, b'chinas malchus, shu b'chinas chochmet haTorah, that's the lower malchus, the lowest chochma, shebechol olam ve'olam, shehu manhig oisu ha'olam. Every single level, every single universe is comprised out of 10 spheres. The lowest one, the one that actually leads that world, or Maisa, is the Malchus. That's the lowest sphere. שזה השכל של ההנהוגה והמלכוס הוא בחינת חוכמה ושכל תחתון כנגד השכל של הסוגוס אלוקוס, which is a lot about it. What we have we said before, we explained that there are lower bechinas and higher bechinas, where the chokhmah that we are speaking about, we're talking about, is reflected in the bina. Chokhmah and bina come together. We don't understand chokhmah by itself. That's why the chokhmah and the bina are called trei rei and the lomis passion, two friends that never separate. You don't have any grasp on the chokhmah without the bina. I mean, the chokhmah is the foundation of your seichel. Even the bina you don't really understand. But the bina you can reach, because bina is logic. So logic you can understand. The chokhmah is the very basic behind it. It's not, but with the bina, the chokhmah and the bina together, you can understand it. The malchus is where the bina is fully reflected, fully fleshed out. In other words, it's visible. That's why the bina is called the mother, and the malchus is called the daughter. The bina is called the me, and the malchus is called the zeus, the who and the that. So the malchus is the lower chokhmah. It has that particular inyan of what that the bina has, for the need of the world that it runs. Malchus runs things. This is what Malchus is about. It runs things. So it has a seichel. But that seichel is a lower seichel. It's a seichel that, it's operative. You need to get things done. I mean, it's like you don't need to be a math genius to work in Bituach Leumi. I mean, it's just a basic seichel tachton. Now, compared to the seichel elyon, this is a loss. Now, the thing is that if you want the seichel tachton to reflect the sogas of the kos, it has to be clean. It has to be clean from taivas moment, from quest to greed. The richest king that ever lived was Shlomo HaMelech. Shlomo HaMelech said in Koheles, Hevel avolim makol hevel. Everything that the world runs after is gone mit nicht. Nothing. It means absolutely nothing. So what is it? I mean, he put the silver like stones, in the outskirts of Yerushalayim. So what Shlomo HaMelech said, Lo oisha v'lo rash, I don't want wealth, I don't seek poverty, atrifeni lechem chukim. Let me have the bread that I need, my immediate needs, on kechoik, the keseder. In other words, money is necessary, but the amount of money that I need should be to suffice for me for what I need. No more and no less. Memela, the biggest bracha you can give to someone is a levai that financially you will be blessed to the point that money will not confuse you, not because you have too much and not because you don't have enough. Money is a non-issue. The idea of craving money is a tumor that all the avodah in the world are stuck in. As we learned, all the avodah in the world are stuck in money, in greed. Money b'kedusha is a very, very high thing. in itself, separated from its source, if it's the governing the law, and if it's whatever, it's there because it's filth, mamish filth. The Rebbe says that it's more stinking than feces. Mamish horrible. But can be a moed Shmuel in the days of Shmuel Hanavi, shenoflu rosh ador el hamamon, that the heads of the generation fell to the money. It says about the children of Shmuel Hanavi that led Am Yisrael. Vayitu acharei abotza, and they were swayed after money. Immediately, the first thing that was damaged is Malchus de Kedusha. All the elders of Am Yisrael came to Shmuel Hanavi. They asked him that he should appoint a melech on them because his children are not walking in his ways. And Shmuel davened to Hashem, and Hashem said, "Listen to the people." He says, because he says it's not you. Hashem told him that they stopped wanting. It is me who they don't want to be melech upon them anymore, to be a king upon them. They want to have a king like everybody else has. So you see what they did is they damaged the Malchus de Kedusha. They didn't want the Malchus of Kodesh Baruch Hu. They wanted the melech like all the goyim have. Have this with the guys with the tall hat, this, and they stand there, they don't move, when the eyes move, and change the guard, and the step, and the goose steps, and whatever it is that goes around. That's what they want. And the days of Shlomo HaMelech, she'ena kesef nechshad. That's everything. Al pi pshat means that all the vessels, all the utensils in the time of Shlomo HaMelech were gold, because silver had no value. He was so rich. But what's alluded to in this pasuk is that there was zoche to mevatel teves kesef. There was zoche to mevatel the greed, the lust for kesef, for money. Then the Malchus de Kedusha was established the way it's supposed to be. Shlomo was sitting on the throne of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What does it mean? Chazal said, Shemolach al Elyonim v'Tachtonim. Al pi pshat in Maseches Megillah, it said that he was even the king on the demons. He was their king as well. In other words, the spheres of Malchus de Kedusha controlled all the world. And the spheres of Malchus de Sitra Achra had absolutely no control over the none. Even the shadim, it has usually shadim is it, no? I mean, this is even the shadim didn't have. That's why Shlomo HaMelech achieved and grasped that lower sechel. He was wiser than all people. And the wisdom of Shlomo HaMelech was greater than all the people of the East. That particular seichel, the seichel HaTachton is Malchus. So we said that the way to get the seichel HaTachton is by hating money. However, when the opposite happens, when a person falls into greed, Nofela ukma de sitra acha. He's falling to the blackness of sitra acha on the other side. This is the machal sitra acha, which is opposite the machal de kedusha. B'chinas shapsai pasya ukma. The shapsai, the planet that has the rings. What's it called? The one that has the rings.
Oh, the Jupiter.
That's Jupiter? No, Jupiter is the big one.
Yeah, so the rings.
No, it's not the one with the rings, I think.
Saturn.
Right. That's right. This is Shapsai. Shapsai is black pale. This is what the Tikkun Ezra says. What it means? It's morash chayra. Now that's the depression of chasing money and parnasa. People are running after money. They're running after taivas money. And it falls the igula v'sivuv sitra acha. He falls into running around and of the sitra acha, which is the opposite of the igulim of the circles of machos de kedusha. B'vchinas, as he says, saviv rishayim et halachan. The wicked are going around. It means they are locked into the running around of the sitra acha. You know, the fact that the person strives and longs and lusts after money and runs around in circles all the time to get it, trying this, trying that, trying this, trying that, trying this, trying that, making this kind of deal, that kind of deal, just running around and around. That's igul sitra acha. It's like a dog that's chasing its tail. You got money. No, what are you going to do with it? No, I want more money. I get more money. You have all kinds of mishigas. What are you going to do with so much money? It doesn't matter. I want the money. So they call it all kinds of... and he's running after the money. You should make yourself a cup of coffee. No, seriously, I heated up the water. I'm sorry. He's running after after the money to get it. This is bechinas. It says shatua am veloktu. That when the manna came down from heaven, so they said that the people roamed around and they looked, to find where they can find it. It came to each one. It doesn't matter how much you looked for it. You always got what you needed. And if you were tzaddik, you got it right next to your tent. You didn't have to go anywhere. But the people went around, maybe you can get more. It's a gold rush. Maybe you can get more. It says, shotu veloktu ha'am. Shotu, it says, shotu, the Zohar says, bishtusa, with stupidity. In other words, those that don't have the emunah would grind the man, the rechaim, the meducha, and this is a shtus. Why? Because the same taste that was there before remained afterwards. Because they did not believe that Kadosh Baruch Hu can find a person with an easy thing. No, this is the hepech chochma. This is the hepech chochma. The sechel atachton and the opposite of the sechel atachton and the elyon, that the person is zoche to it by being a soine betza. Soine betza, hating money, hating wealth. The truth of the matter is, there's a in Satmar used to be a joke. They said about that when Yisro gave the Eitzah to Moshe Rabbeinu to get Alofim, Sarmeyas, or Chamishim, whatever, he says, get yourself Anoshim Chachamim, and this, Gibarim soine betzas. So okay, Chacham, you can say what you can find. Gibarim, you can find. He says, but so the Sakman says, but where can you find people are soine betzas, people that hate money? So they're saying that for money you can find the soine betzas also. If the money is right, you can find the soine betzas also. The truth of the matter is, people don't realize. Most people don't like money. They think they do. They think they do. They think that
Gives them security.
it gives them whatever it is they dream that it gives them. You know, it'll give them security. Basically, money represents for most people either a freedom of money problems, or else, to afford them to be able to enjoy themselves and treat themselves to all kinds of
Luxury.
But for the money itself, most people don't. What are you going to do with money? That's why most people don't have money. Because Baruch Hu gives every person what he wants. A person that wants money gets money. A person that wants money in order to get luxuries doesn't get money, because the minute the money comes in, he goes out and buys a whole chunk of ribeye, to put in the freezer, cut into steaks and put it in the freezer so you can flip it on the whatever it is, and buys all kinds of. The minute the money comes in, it goes out. You have the money, you're rich. The next day you're poor. Why? Because you spent all the money. So they don't have money. The Elicha people think that they want money. They don't have money because they don't really want money. What they want is they want to raise their kids, to Torah mitzvahs, to send them to Cheder, to do whatever it is that they. Because Baruch Hu knows they're going to raise the children no matter what, So the Kiddush Harim said that. So that he doesn't give them any money. Money is only going to spoil them. The Medrash says, "Yafa aniyos l'Yisrael." Poverty befits Am Yisrael. It's fitting. Don't get your head off, verstopft with money thoughts. Stissen. But people that want money, okay, you want money, so you get money. The Zohar Kodesh says about money, he says money plays with a person, and then it kills him. It's like a cat playing with a mouse. You ever seen a cat with a mouse? It lets it run a little bit, and then it catches it. It let it run a little bit, and it catches it. That's the way that money plays with people in this world. That's the machas sitra achra. Mamash machas sitra achra. All the Zohar come. People make. The Rebbe says they are not habits in this world. They're necessities. It says, even in the time for intimacy, it says it's necessary. It's necessary for children. It's necessary for for a relationship between the husband and the wife. It's necessary for people to feel for self-confidence, whatever it is that they feel that they need. It's necessary, but people make a taiva out of it. They blow it out of proportion. They become, totally locked on it. They become locked on it, that's the force of life. It's being spent, and the seichel goes, and the whole, until people become obsessed with it, and so forth and so on. Money's the same way. You need money. You need to feed your household. You need to be realistic about it. Be realistic about it. And it's like that dafka you see by people who are most steeped in. I remember in Borough Park. When I lived in Borough Park, I had this Greek painter who painted my house. And when I paid him, he wanted to show me that he respected me. I gave him the money. He says, "I'm not counting the money." I said, "The heck you're not. Count the money." Count the money. So he counted the money. It's okay. Put it in his pocket. Can you imagine if he'd have told me that I'm not counting the money? I said, "Fine, no problem." And then it will be missing. Can you imagine how mad he would have been? That Jew, he screwed me, he this, he... You know, no, let me get it. You go to the let me get it, I'll pay for it. Well, what was this? You're getting money from Kodesh Baruch Hu to handle it properly. Tzedakah gives you mishpat. To give tzedakah, give you mishpat. But even that, he says, I'm a basbaz, you have for tzedakah, unless you can really afford it because you're very wealthy, don't give more than chomish. Don't give more than 20%. Rabbeinu says 20% is already your mekayim b'chol me'odecha, with everything you got. Straight. Handle your money properly. Don't take an apartment with rent that you cannot afford. Don't oblige yourself all of a sudden you gotta have this, and you gotta have that, and you gotta have this, and you gotta have that. And Simsof, you gotta have debts, is what you have. That's what you gotta have. No. The main thing is to understand it's a necessity and it's a resource that you have to husband, you have to take care of it, you have to make sure what are you spending and what you're not spending. Other good. Give to tzedakah. That was the person who has to be mistapik from this world. Less from this world. You don't need it. The Rebbe says in the Sichas Haran that a person needs to get himself used in this world to the way the next world is going to be. Next world is going to be without eating, without drinking, without luxury, without a yacht, without a helicopter, without a submarine, without a private plane. It says you gotta get yourself used to life without you don't need these things. You'll notice that the less people have inside them, the less ruchnis they have inside them, the fancier their homes are. They have this, they have tchotchkes, they have this, they have that, and then you go to a fry house, and they have this and this and that and this and that, and it's only for it's filled up, because there's nothing inside. Shem Yazon.